When your visa is denied, the visa officer gives you the 214B letter. This letter basically means the visa officer doesn't believe you have enough ties to your home country. In short, he believes you wouldn't return after you get the visa and travel to the US. You see, understanding this law is very key, very important to your visa approval. If you get this requirement right and understand its broader meaning and implication for your visa application, it will guide the way you approach your visa interview preparation, and it will guide your entire understanding about the process. Many people approach the visa interview preparation without understanding the broader rules and guidelines that the visa officers base on to make their decision. They simply read people's transcripts, they simply watch videos, which is a good thing to do as you are doing, but it is important that you understand the entire requirement, the entire broader requirements and expectations of the visa officers. That will help you to get your visa approved. Know that the big requirement for non-immigrant visa is that no matter what you are coming to the US to do, no matter who you are, no matter who is sponsoring you, the amount of money you do, the kind of work you do, you must prove one thing to the visa officer to get him convinced to get your visa approved. You must show to the visa officer that you will return to your home country after your visa is granted and you travel. This means all your preparation must be done towards meeting this goal. But to do this so well, you must be able to link your purpose of travel, your proof of funds, to your plans to return. And that is what many people miss and get it wrong. They are not able to connect their purpose of travel. They are not able to connect their sources of finances or sponsorship to their plans to return home. Let me explain. What I mean is that you must always show to the visa officer that your purpose of travel is genuine one that is important and is connected to your ties to your home country. It means you must explain to the visa officer that you didn't just stand up to say you want to travel to the US. Your reason for traveling shouldn't seem impulsive. It should be well thought out. If it doesn't appear to be a compelling reason, the officer may suspect you are simply looking for a way to leave your home country. This brings us back to the idea of ties to home. As soon as the officer suspects through the purpose of your travel that you are finding ways, possible ways to migrate, to leave your home country to the United States, he will suspect that you don't have ties. He will suspect that you will not return after your visa and your visa will be denied. Let me give you a real example. Think of two young men. One is a lecturer, the other one just completed national service. If they all want to travel to the United States for a vacation, from their home country situation, the visa officer can understand that the lecturer is going on a holiday in the US after his school is on vacation. He has a good job in his home country and he's doing relatively well. Such a person will unlikely want to stay after his visit. So, his purpose of travel has a direct impact on his return to his home country. He is working and doing quite well in his home country. Nothing will motivate him to overstay or to stay in the United States to look for a job. So the visa officer will understand that his purpose of travel is genuine. He is someone who will return after he is done. Now, the same cannot be said about the national service guy who is unemployed and looking for a job. If he says he's traveling to the United States for a vacation, it is highly possible that he is doing so because he wants to leave his home country. Such a person will likely not return to home after his visit. He will likely want to seek greener pastures in the United States. This will give the consular an impression that based on the person's current situation at his home country, he's a national service personnel who just completed his national service and he's unemployed. If this person wants to visit the US, the visa officer can likely see that he will not return. He doesn't have any home ties with regards to job security and what have you. So in this case, His purpose of travel betrays his home ties because he has nothing significant, nothing securing doing in his home country. The visa officer would believe that he wants to travel mainly because he wants to leave his home country, and he will issue him the 214B letter. Now, the next important thing is sponsorship. The kind of sponsorship you have will likely decide who you are and whether or not you qualify for the visa. Let's take the same example, the lecturer and the national service guy. The lecturer is able to sponsor himself because he's teaching, because he is gainfully employed. He has money to sponsor himself. He has money to pay for his tickets. He has money to pay for his living expenses. Even if he has someone in the United States he's going to visit who is willing to sponsor him, because he is working, he has the money to sponsor his trip. He is independently able to afford his vacation. Such a person is likely willing to return home because even before he is traveling, he is making his own ends meet. The same cannot be said for the national service guy. He is being sponsored by his uncle, his father, his brother, just name it. He is being sponsored by the one he is going to visit. Under normal circumstance, that shouldn't be a problem. But how can your uncle sponsor you for a vacation in the US when you have no job? You must first think about your basic needs before luxury. Traveling and visiting the US on a vacation is basically considered as luxury because it involves a lot of money. If you don't have your basic needs, you don't have a secure job, the visa officer will likely think that you will not return. Of course, there are some people who don't have their basic needs, who don't have a secure job, but they have something. They are students. They are in level 200. They are in level 400. Their academic requirements will likely compel them to return to their home country. At least that is what the consular will believe. Why will somebody who is in level 400 get visa approved and leave to the US and think not to return? Under normal circumstance, that wouldn't be a problem. Someone in level 200, someone in his final year, somebody doing so well in school, in medical school, in archaeology or in political science in the University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, and he want to visit his brother, he want to go and see his parents. That is kind of different from somebody who is a national service personnel who doesn't have a very secure job and who is thinking to visit long-time cousin, to visit a friend, to even visit his parents. The likelihood that such person will not return is high. So such financial situation obviously betrays your plan whether you will return to your home country or not. So the big thing is that when you are approaching your visa preparation, understand that all the visa requirements are interrelated. They are designed to meet the one and only requirement: ties to your home country. So if you don't have strong purpose of travel and finances, the visa officer will assume you will not return after your visa is approved. That is why everyone gets the same rejection letter, because all of us are not able to connect why our purpose of study, our purpose of travel and visit, and our finances meet the very requirement to return to our home country. So it is important to think about some of these things when you are preparing for your visa interview. We have a very good video on how to prove ties to your home country, specifically how to specifically understand this proof of ties law and some examples that you can give if they meet your situation in order to convince the consular that you return after your visit. Understand that the purpose is to make the consular believe you will return. That is proven. You are making the consular believe you will return. So if you are interested, check our YouTube channel for how to prove ties to your home country. And we have a very good video about this. If you like this video, please follow us, share on all our social media platforms. Baet Lamad Edu on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Please, because we want to respond to all your questions, we would like that if you have any question, any concern, if you want us to coach you, to prepare you for your visa interview, you can check our contact. We have our WhatsApp contact and email address on our website, www.baetlamadedu.com. Or you can send us an email, baetlamad@gmail.com. That helps us to be focused in order to respond to all inquiries. If you send your concern on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook Messenger, It delays because we have so many platforms and we are not able to respond to all of them at once. That is why we provide the email, so that you can send us email and we can respond to your email as soon as possible, in order not to delay you with any response. Thanks for watching, and please let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Share, like, and follow us on all our social media handles. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Always remember that theology is fine. Trust me.